My name is Jag Nagra. I am a visual artist. I focus a lot of my art practice on, celebrating my South Asian roots, celebrating motifs, celebrating darker skin tones is really important to me, and just highlighting my experiences growing up as a queer Punjabi woman. So my art journey has been really interesting and all over the place, I think. I started out as a graphic designer. I graduated in 2006 from the Art Institute of Vancouver. And I remember when I left school and started working as an in-house graphic designer, it was very different than what I thought it would be. So I decided rather than quitting, I would teach myself how to draw, kind of have another skill to develop. That's when I embarked on my first 365-day project, pushing myself every day to take a little bit of time to practice. 2018, my wife and I had gone to the East Coast, and I realized that all these neighborhoods, there's always like a defining place that creates community, whatever it is. Like community comes around this. Everyone says you have to go there. This is, very important. I came back feeling very inspired, and I started thinking of doing this other hand-drawn project where I would draw landmarks from across the country. Thinking about Vancouver, that's when I drew the Punjabi market street signs. In the 70s, 80s, and 90s, this was a place where newcomers, like my parents, found a sense of belonging. At the time, this 3-block stretch in Vancouver was the only place you could go. In 2019, um, someone named Gulzar Nanda found me on Instagram. I remember scrolling my phone at like 11 p.m. and there was about 14 messages, one after the other from this stranger, very excited to tell me about plans to revitalize Punjabi market because it had seen a decline for the past like 2 decades, let's say. There hadn't been much economic investment, not much interest in that neighborhood anymore. So I immediately was like, I want to work with you guys. I want to be here helping, reshape the future of Punjabi market. And for the first time, I started feeling proud of being Punjabi and not being ashamed of my skin color or my name or, all of the quirks that we come with or all the cultural practices we have. And that's when the style in my artwork really shifted. I started drawing brown skin, different shades of brown skin. I started drawing Indian textiles and motifs. And that's sort of when I feel like my career started resonating more with people for the first time. I think having my artwork be shown in, public spaces is so important to me because I think growing up queer and Punjabi, they're often, even to this day, there's not that many spaces where I could feel comfortable being, both parts of my identity at the same time. So, being able to create this artwork that people resonate with, that people appreciate, I think that also helps bridge that divide sometimes. It helps educate people and create more inclusive environments, I think, in our culture. I think that's a huge thing for me. I take a lot of pride that my artwork is here because, for my kids growing up to see their culture represented, hopefully there will be more in the future among, museums and galleries all across the city. But I think to have different perspectives shown and have different stories, I think that's how we learn about each other. That's how we pass on traditions and like just teaching each other about our cultures and, helping create more diverse environments and where we feel safe.